We turn now to the big questions involving BYU's athletics right now. And in the latest mock bracket released by ESPN, BYU had a number 6 seed. The BYU men's basketball team was a 6th seed. Now the question I have is that where BYU belongs? Are they a lock, first of all, for the tournament? And what seeding do you think they'll end up with?
Someplace must be frozen over right now. We're talking about possibly 4 teams in the Mountain West getting in the tournament. We're talking about BYU possibly a 6th seed, and we're talking about Duke not making the tournament. Somewhere the global warming's not working. Some places freezing over right now, baby. But I'll tell you, with BYU, I thought their 2 big wins were the wins at Wyoming and TCU. Those are the wins and losses that can make or break a team's destiny there. They got those 2 games. Now they come home for 2 games. They should have no problem with 2 struggling teams, New Mexico, Colorado State, as we've talked about. There's no shame in losing at San Diego State or Air Force, 2 pretty good teams that are hot right now. Then you go to the tournament, you get 1 win possibly there against a low seed team. They'll have no problem getting in the tournament right now.
Yeah, the worst part of the season for BYU was back in December when they lost to Lamar and Michigan State on a road trip, and
Boise State.
And Boise State before that. But they've righted things, and the NCAA loves a hot team. And BYU at this point, 14 of 16, is that what they've won? Yeah, 14 of 16 games. Only 2 losses have been on the road. They're winning big at home. I think the Air Force matchup could be pretty key. If they could beat Air Force on the road, it would really draw a lot of attention because Air Force has been so dominant in their home gym.
Beat Air Force, we're talking a 1 seed, Darnell.
1 seed.
Jason says it here first, 1 seed if they beat Air Force. But honestly, what seeding do you think they'll end up with?
Well, 6th seed would indicate that as they go through, NCAA goes through all of its decisions, that they're in the top 25 somewhere. That sounds about appropriate to me. I think that if they continue to win and get 23, 24 victories, I think that's where they belong, is somewhere in 24, 25. And a 6th seed would be great. And this is a program that has really struggled to advance beyond the first round of the tournament. And you know Dave Rose knows that. He's not going to talk about it much, but they need to have some success in the tournament if they want this momentum to continue from last year, where they turned it around from 9-20 to 20-9, and they turn it around this year and get 24, 25 wins maybe. To keep that momentum going, they've got to win a game, at least 1 game in the NCAA tournament.
It's so strange with college basketball because you look at the beginning of the conference slate and you wonder where's the key stretch going to be. Is it going to be home games? It'll be road games? And you just never know. Coach Rose has done a really nice job of keeping this team focused game to game, because I think when you thought about New Mexico and Colorado State, you might have thought 2 of the better teams in the league at this point in the year with some of the players they had and maybe some of the momentum, especially Colorado State from early in the year, and they're both really struggling. So where they've done a nice job is just staying focused. They get this game here, then they get a week off, and the funny thing is they're not injured at all. They don't need a bye week. They have all the momentum. So you just got to get those 2 wins, go back on the road, and I think they can play loose knowing that they've done their job by winning these last few games, especially with the TCU and Wyoming game.
Well, historically, the NCAA tournament, the selection committee hasn't given BYU a lot of respect. 12 seeds, I believe, the last couple of times they've been in. So we'll see what they do this year with a team that has beaten some ranked teams.